All right, let's see what we got here. It's been a while since I've done a video. I've been kind of lazy about getting these videos on here. So, yeah, welcome everybody. It's me, Shakespeare. And today we are down in our little, our awesome mob area, crafting area, upgrade area. So, what we're going to do today is talk about, have you ever died and went, oh, I'm out of everything. I have nothing. Ah! Okay, so seriously, yeah, when you die, yep, and look at that, professional Minecrafter. So when you die, it's so bad. So we have villagers, and what we did this time on Codecraft server is we decided we are not going to zombify our villagers. Okay. Sorry, I was AFK over here. Just letting this get going. So, what we really have here and what you need in case you die is, of course, armor and stuff. And we get all of our armor from the villagers. So we have this pretty. It's you don't get the XP of an Enderman farm, but we don't have an Enderman farm, which I don't know why. Probably because we have this. So, me and JD Proud, we found this spider spawner. Okay, so, yeah, I totally meant to video all this stuff prior, but we were down here in this super awesome cave, and we found mine shafts, and this stuff went all over the place. And we were down there, and we're like, oh no, spider spawner. So we lit it up. We didn't think a thing about it. And he was on one day and he's like, hey, I found a zombie spawner. So he marked it and it was here. And of course this did not start out like this. It was super ugly. And then I was in the mine shaft and I was like, hey man, I found a skeleton spawner. Insane. It's not too far from that spider spawner. And he's like, well, there's a zombie spawner near the spider spawner. These caves went all crazy. And we could not actually tell how close they were until we wrote down the coordinates. And I was like, man, these are like 15, 20 blocks from each other. So we connected, which when we did this, we had just regular walls and we had a little window here because we didn't have very many amethysts and we couldn't make the tinted glass. And we had like maybe right here where you could see. So slowly over the course of several days, if not weeks, we started just mining this entire thing out. And then we're like, oh wow, the spider spawner is right there. So the spider spawner we set up to where they just fall down on the magma blocks and you know, die and we get string. See how we just had 4 spiders, it's crazy. But what we found is when we originally built this, we had this one and this one. And over here was the kill spot. Like the vines are still there. There's the old hole where things fell down. And so we'd sit here and we're like, man, that would be awesome if we could also get spiders. Well, spiders are hard to set up a farm and kill. So we're like, let's just, you know, when we're here, spiders will spawn. They'll die on magma blocks and we'll get string. I mean, we don't really use a whole lot of spider stuff. What we found is this spot right here. If you stand here, it activates all 3 spawners. You're close enough to get zombies, skeletons, and the spiders over there. So we moved everything here, and we changed the water flow, and of course it goes up, and we take these bad boys like 20, maybe 21 blocks. I think we went 20 just to be safe, so we didn't have them die on impact. So when they fall here, they fall somewhere between 19 and 20 blocks, which takes. If they're not wearing armor, they're pretty much a one-hit kill. If they are wearing armor, sometimes we have to hit them twice. We get great stuff, and you know when you get full, you just I'm standing too close. So anyway, oops, see, I'm not very good at. So it should be on soon. So let's talk about what you do when you die. All this stuff goes over here, and since we get so many bones, we turn them into bone blocks. But when we don't have time, they can kind of overflow. So we made two arrows. We just went to the end to fight the dragon, and we get a little bit of string. And I don't. We've gotten one eye, and I don't even know if you get eyes when they drop on their own. It could have been when we were in there killing them and they attacked us. So let's get back to what we're talking about. We're talking about Did You Die? Hey, look, I made a box called Did You Die? Yeah. Put my wallet up. So what I do and what we do on the server, because if you look, let's see, boom, there's 4 people on here right now. There was 5 a minute ago, but I think Jack fell out of the world and he must have got mad and rage quit. So this is when I die. So if you look at all of my armor, we name our stuff. And since I'm me Shakester, you know, it's me Bucket, me Wangs, me Pantaloons, me Foots, and then, you know, me Pew Pew, me Stabby, me Silky. And I make sure I do that so I know the difference between my Silk Touch and my Fortune, me Choppy, and me Spoony. And of course, yeah, my plate. So what I do is when I put stuff in the box, see how this still says Diamond Helmet? Because it's not done yet. So once I get everything on here, so the chest, you can use thorns or not. Since we're not handling zombies this year for our villagers, I may end up putting thorns on there. You know, I mean, a lot of people make fun of thorns. But my boots, I gotta have depth strider, gotta have feather falling. I'm not a big unbreaking person when it comes to my armor because I think it's a waste. If you're constantly killing stuff, your armor kind of stays mended for the most part. Wings, that's all you can put on there. I do like unbreaking on my tools, and definitely my wings. My bow, yeah, I'm not an infinity guy. I like to have my own arrows because I like to have mending on my bow. I don't want to keep making bows. So what I do is I name it once it's complete. And I probably should have started this video 3 hours ago. But what we have left is the helmet. And so it already has protection on it. It's going to need unbreaking and mending. It's going to need mending. And there's something else. Respiration 3. So we have a villager that has respiration 2. And so I had to combine the 2 books to get 3. So now what we'll do is, you know, this whole thing's about, you know, making a box. Nothing's worse than dying and then finding out you now need to make gear, right? So definitely not fun. So once I put this on here, so like I said, if I didn't have all the books, I would just be done. And since this is the last book and it is done, that's when I go ahead and name it, and it costs 1 more. Me Bucket. Probably spelled that wrong. I'm terrible at spelling. Hey, that took exactly, and we broke an anvil. Cool. So now there's my Did You Die box. I have food. Oh, I do not have rockets, so. Ooh, do I need? I think I need arrows in there. I'd like to, yeah, have one thing of arrows. I'm in for rockets. I thought my rockets were over here. There we go. So yeah, when you die, you want to be able to get the party started right away. So you need food, arrows, rockets, you know, and that's pretty much all you need when you die. I think that is literally everything, right? Wings, chest, yeah. Yeah, we finally got some netherite. We went mining. That was that was something. I got 13 pieces. Proud got 9 or 10, and we were able to get. I got 2 pieces of armor. I got my pants and my boots. I didn't do my chest because I do have my elytra on a lot. When we go fight the Ender Dragon, I'll take my elytra off and put my chest on, just for the extra protection. And yes, if you're asking, I'm all about protection 4 on everything. Uh, I personally am in the camp that believes if you have protection 4 on everything, it's better than having blast protection, uh, whatever, the projectile protection, blast protection, and fire protection. I think protection 4, maybe fire protection is the only separate protection that probably does actually help um, more than, anything else. So yeah, I just wanted to, so you get yourself a setup, find yourself a spawner, even if it's only one. That's the whole thing. Get yourself a spawner, take them up. You know what? Even if you can't take them up, if you can dig down, let the water push, and they drop whatever 10 or so squares, so you 2 hit them. It doesn't really matter. See, this thing isn't perfect anyway. They get stuck right here. I know there's a fence post thing you can do to change that. I haven't done it yet because, long story short, if you sit here, they're eventually going to push each other. So maybe you're not getting a skeleton every 2 seconds, but you're still going to get 8 skeletons every 6 seconds, or whatever the math is. At the end of the day, you're going to get the same amount. They're going to bump into each other, and only the last 2 or 3 skeletons that you miss are going to matter. And if you've been here half an hour, what's 2 or 3 skeletons? So we make a lot of farms. They don't have to be the most perfect farms, the most whatever you want to call it, efficient. It is what it is, right? So you get yourself a little setup like this. You find yourself a spawner. You dig out the area, make it look pretty. We're still not done. I'm terrible at this. I'd give Proud a lot of the credit. He did the floor. We went ahead and waxed it once it got to like this stage because we kind of like how some of this did this. We have a bee farm, so we did candles. We did put some string right here. If you look right there, so they quit growing because they kept growing all the way to the ground. So if you don't know, you can grab yourself some string and basically, a bunch of junk now. Get rid of it real quick. I like to throw away the one items first so they don't sit there. Alright, so yeah, we can come out here and just show you real quick for people that did not know this. Say you like this right here, but you don't want it to grow all the way down, but maybe that's where you want it, and then you just put a piece of string there, and now you have string there, and it'll quit growing. So if you don't do that, you will end up with them growing all the way to the ground. So whenever I think about it, and I kind of like where they're at, and we're under, oh, look at you, get, trying to shoot a video here. So yeah, that's it. We used to have this way complicated way, which is right here, and we'd have to run down, go up all, go down there, go down even further, and then go up some stairs. Proud made us elevators, so yeah. Yep. See, I'm already getting lost. I get so I turn around. Everyone loves it. This takes us up to our little tunnel that goes to the village, but right here takes us all the way up to our industrial area, and we come up under the bridge. So we thought it'd be kind of like a little secret pop up under the bridge, like a troll. And yeah, hey, it's nighttime. Anybody familiar with B-dubs? Carry my bed around. Got that from B-double-O. Once you have a digi-die box, you can really, doesn't matter where you spawn. But I did make this awesome bridge, and I like it. It looks cool. Of course, now we have elytras a couple days later, and so it snowed on it. Took all the time texturing it. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, there's my bridge. Yep, I textured it and everything. One of the first things I've actually done texturing. Normally it's all one solid color and looks terrible. So yeah, I did this with dirt blocks first for the initial shape, and then right beside the dirt blocks I started adding that. So I'd like to give you guys tour, but I think I need to save some of this for other videos. But yeah, here's our industrial area, and like I said, I should have totally, that's Gunpowder Farm, Iron Farm. This vine was just a quick, we need vines to make that I made that just to make the bridge. There's Golden's Farm. Golden's Burning. And yeah, so we have a lot of farms. We'll go over them all in a later video. Today was more about when you die, what do you do? Be prepared before you die. So yeah. Show you this whole concept that we decided we were not going to just treat villagers like prisoners. Hashtag Iron Farm. Sorry. Our Iron Farm, our villagers are like prisoners, and you just can't get around it unless we sit over here shooting at iron golems. But we've basically walled in this village. And I don't know who just built some craziness over here, but I don't like that. So this is our village, and they are free roam villagers. So it does make trading a little harder, but it makes you appreciate having a digi-die box because you work harder. And like, see, these guys have not been bitten. So everything is what it is. The cost is what it is. And yeah, we have a lot of shulker boxes, and I spent 5 days building a shulker farm. So we'll go show that in the next video. But the one thing we did to help with free range villagers is he's trying to open the door as I open it. We built the library, so if you want books, you come in here, and we did. If you get close enough to them, see. We name tag the villagers with the main book that they have. So this guy says Feather Falling, but he has an Unbreaking 2, and then he also has Feather Falling. Looting guy, he's got looting, but he also has Respiration 2, which is very important because we combined 2 of those. So that's what we have for now. And yes, the one building in here that is different is our building, and oh, look, it's proud. And this takes it down into the tunnels and things like that. So, yeah. I need to go see. So we let a friend come over here and do stuff. And, yeah, this is not going to be a thing. Unbreaking 3 quick charge. I don't know who did this. I'm sure it was his kids. It's fine. The Unbreaking 3 guy is good to go, but no, we're not doing this. So I'll have to get with them. They can build whatever they want on the server, just not in the areas that I'm building. Not to be mean or anything, but that we have 15, 16 people on the server. You build in your own areas. This is me and Proud shared village. I don't mind people using the villagers. We tell them all the time, hey, come on in, use the villagers. Even our resources were like, hey, take what you want. We don't care. But I do care about things being built here because I have a theme and I want to leave it that way. So that's about all I have for today. So, hey, really want to say thanks for people coming in and, checking everything out today. I'm going to try to do more videos. So, yeah, this is, hey, thanks for watching. Hit the like button, hit the dislike button, make a comment, subscribe. I say subscribe, and I'm terrible about putting out videos, but I want to get better, and maybe if more people subscribe, maybe it would get better. So, about putting out videos. Hey, excuse me. Yeah, so, hey, really appreciate people watching. Appreciate you hitting the like button. If you don't like it, hey, hit dislike and tell me what you don't like about it. Probably not going to do a whole lot of editing on this video. Probably just going to publish it. When I get more time, I will. I'll be doing a lot more redstone videos, going over the farms, and I personally like to show what it's like in survival. A lot of people, a lot of people, a lot of people want to show you how to do things in creative, and it looks super easy. And then when you go to do it, it's not easy at all. It's terrible. So, hey, me and Proud are going to be building a pickling bartering farm underneath the gold farm that we built last night. So maybe I'll try to record that too. So, hey, thanks for watching. Goodbye.